menopausal, I'm used to not sleeping anyway.
There you go. We're learning so much. Go ahead, he's got a method as well. Thank you.
I guess I'll answer more on the normal side. It's hard to follow up those two. That's a pretty tough task. But it's just setting yourself and making sure that you stay committed and that you do what needs to be done to be successful. So if you want to be successful, you got to do what needs to be done.
Awesome.
That's what you need to do.
Very good. Anyone? Any questions back here?
What was the most challenging part?
Most challenging part? Go ahead.
For me, finding my confidence that I could actually help someone. So overcoming being shy and being on the phone and not believing in myself, and by sticking with the script, you really are able to overcome that.
Mine was just getting it. You Florida folks see those New York plates and it's on.
Turnabout's fair play.
I'll add something to that. Kind of like what Veronica's saying is trusting in the script, believing in the script, just overcoming, making sure that you trust in your trainers and that you believe in the trainers and what they're going over with you and the process they have. Just believing in that. That was probably my biggest obstacle, is feeling I knew more and just scratching that out and realizing, hey, the process they have does work and following it to the T.
Awesome. Can you have something again?
Okay. I guess for me it was trying to figure out how I could best help them and trying to figure out what questions I should be asking that person to figure it out, where is it that they want to be in the future. It's not about me, it's about them. And I want to figure out how I can help them get to where they want to be. And I'm the second, Keith, the advisors, the trainers. The trainers are phenomenal.
Yeah. Awesome. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Do you feel any difference from the first week of boot camp to the actual getting in there, answering the questions over here, maybe to speed up the calls over here so you can fly through and get more money?
What happened the first week?
I'll answer that. You don't want to speed through your calls at all. Take your time, go by the script. It's pretty much timed. Okay, you're going through the script, you're going to go through a 12 to 15 minute time. Don't ever speed through it, because the faster you go, they can tell on the other end, you're going to lose them.
Okay.
Just be positive, go through the script, and
Be patient. It's very patient.
I'm saying realistically, that first week is the normal tendency for you, because you're nervous and everything else, to maybe speed up over here, your cadence or whatever, or did you really feel it after the boot camp?
For me, if I can answer that, because I was going so fast, I listened to one of my calls, I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what I just said. So the first weekend I got, sat with one of the trainers and we listened to it, and it really helped me pace myself a lot better. And so after that point, I started getting a lot more comfortable and a lot better in my conversation.
And I'll add something to that. The big part is trusting that you're there to help the candidate there, and that your main focus is helping them in understanding, A, what the Job of the Day program is, and B, what is in it for them to further their education and doing all that. And it's tough to speed through that. It's tough to even come close to going above it, anything other than how the script is written and what you're saying to overcome those things, and really getting their, just like you're afraid, they're afraid also. Some of them have been out of work for years or months. So breaking down that and getting them to trust you and realizing that you're there to assist them. And once you do that, you'll find that the call flows by itself. I mean, you're not worried about the time. You're not looking how much time it is. There were times that I was on a call 15 minutes and I thought it was 2 minutes. There were times I was on a call for 20 minutes and I thought it was 5. So really, when you're doing everything and you're making them feel comfortable with you, it'll just flow.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Thank you.
What I would recommend is, what worked for me personally was having one of the trainers listen in on one of my calls and then going through a call with them. Because once you're able to hear yourself, it changes everything. Once you're able to see how you sound like, it makes all the difference.
The first week or the second?
Either one, either
Yeah,
one.
throughout.
Either one's, yeah. Well,
Go ahead.
I actually felt I went faster in the first week. The second week I slowed down because I realized that I wasn't explaining it in a way that they could understand what I was saying. And once you realize you're doing that, you want them to understand because it's so much more beneficial to them to understand the program. And once you explain it in a way that they can understand it, it just makes everything fall into place.
there's gonna be a point that it's gonna click.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
You're
just
gonna
that
tell.
You're
just
not gonna
feel
even
it.
realize when it clicks, it's just all of a sudden, you're like, wait, I got it. It's the best feeling in the world.
Sure,
It's the
sure.
best feeling.
Real quick, can I quote Lacey? Real quick? I don't know if she told you guys yet, but she will. You know, people only care how much you know if they know how much you care.
That's right.
So taking your time, being patient, and really listening to them is the key.
Mhm.
Because once they feel comfortable with you, out it comes.
Awesome.
Oh, and I've got another one.
Go
And
ahead.
this is really important. I mean, this helped me so much. Don't prejudge your call. When they first come on the line and you start talking about what you're talking about school, you have some people that will call and say, now, this is about school, I don't want to talk about it. I guarantee you, I actually transferred more of those calls than I did the other ones. Because if you listen to what they're saying and they listen to you and you've got their attention, you will connect with them and I guarantee you, you'll transfer that call. You'll talk them right out of their prejudged opinion and you will completely change what you thought about them. If you just give them time to explain what they've been through, because they've got this defense built up and they don't want to hear anything, but you can work around that. You just listen.
Yeah, you.
Very patiently.
Yeah, she was.
If you speed through it, you're not gonna give them the chance to answer the question. Like, if they have a question, they're not gonna have a chance to because you're speeding through it. You're not giving them that chance. And if you speak more about like, it's about helping them get jobs and then less education, they're gonna be, oh my gosh, they're just trying to pressure us to go to college or blah, blah, blah. You wanna leave that at the end, that's what I discovered, like, because it's gonna scare them away and say, I don't
Awesome.
want this woman, let's shut the phone in their face.
That is correct.
We have a question right here, go ahead.
I'm just wondering, it's a lot of information we're absorbing. How did you guys prevent yourselves from getting overwhelmed? What tactics did you take to
We did both.
prevent from getting overwhelmed? Other than the beer, obviously. No, while you're here, I mean, you can get overwhelmed.
You will. It'll get easier. It'll get easier.
What-
It is
what-
a lot of information, sorry.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say with that is throughout the training and how they divide it out and make sure that they're not giving you the whole kit and caboodle at once really helps you with that feeling overwhelmed. Like I said before, the training has a set pace to it and it does work and it does allow you to feel like you're gaining a lot of information, but it's in a way that you're not just not understanding it, and it really allows you to get a real good grasp on it. And if you're not understanding anything, all the trainers are there to ask questions, answer questions. Every day, questions were asked. So my biggest thing with that is if you're feeling overwhelmed, sit down with any one of the trainers for 30, 40 minutes and get a really good grasp of it.
They are the best trainers ever. I promise you. They are so helpful. It'll be so helpful for the students we learn.
You guys are great. Go ahead.
Did you find the program itself easy enough to maneuver?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's encouraging.
It's very easy to go, very user friendly. Right there on the screen, you got everything you need, it's very good.
Here's the thing. If you actually, and it worked for me. If you sit down and just get to yourself and just read the script, it actually sets up everything for you. Really, to be honest about it, there's nothing else you really need to put in it because it actually just takes over. It was really put together well. And if you just take your time and you read, I think it was, who was it? Ryan? Ryan said read every word. If you actually read every word, what happens is that you'll be amazed how many people just say, okay, yes, okay. And because it just flows just like that. Just take your time and read it. No, there's nothing to be intimidated by. No one's gonna bite you. Just read it.
got a question for you since you're the writing star. So do you still read off the script, or what's your method right now on the floor now that you're
So you wanna